It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we've got a team that began in Cleveland against one that still calls it home. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome in, everyone. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt on the call for you for this one. And I'm sure a lot of people in attendance and watching from home, Brock, they've already got the winner made up in their mind. But I'll tell you one thing, we've got a sideline down there ready to dispel that eye test.
Well, all that talk before the game is just that. Talk. You can look at past performance, you can look at metrics, you can spin any numbers you want. But we're about ready to kick this thing off, and from there, it's anybody's game.
Justin Hopkins out, ready to send this away. And off we go from Cleveland. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
Kate, I know you get tired of hearing me say there's no substitute for experience, but it is totally true. Taking the reins of an NFL team as a young quarterback, you want the game to slow down, and the only way it slows down is to get more and more of these opportunities to go lead your team game in and game out.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Straight to the air they go. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he gets him around 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd and 4. That one complete to Higbee. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And this one doesn't go far.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And leading them out is the only quarterback taken in the first 2 rounds of that 2022 draft, out of Pitt, Kenny Pickett.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot is the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role, and as he goes forward, he tries to learn and take something away from each and every one of these moments.
To throw is Pickett. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackle made by Cameron Curl. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's caught for the first. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Ford. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Now here's Pickett. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Pickett to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. Now Bennett. This is hauled in by Atwell. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing from the gun here. That's on target. Puka, the ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Wow, Oh, wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy is screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 48. It's complete to Higbee. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Bennett. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Bennett now to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. Throw complete to Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd and long for him here. Dump off caught by his back.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
Sly's kick is up and good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's DeAndre Carter with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the second time. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Pickett will look to throw. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Pickett. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Handoff running left, Ford. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Browns getting their first look inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Slot man motioned over. Another one for Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
3rd down from the gun. Cut near the goal line. That's a Cleveland touchdown. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns take a 4-point lead. Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. Able to find Nakua here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They go play action on 1st. He puts some power on a deep. It is caught at the 20. That goes for 36 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams push their lead to 3.
Round 7.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. To return, Jerome Ford. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Ford. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 28. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Tight end going in motion here. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll begin the quarter with 3rd and 2. Ford straight ahead. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Running left, here's Ford. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's 2nd and 11. That one complete to Njoku. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Pickett set to pass. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 4th and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Ball at the 33 for first down. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Another run for Williams. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Looking to throw. Bennett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Man in motion here. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And it's a nice game, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. Give him 4 on the play. Doesn't help a ton because they're still left with 3rd and 15.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got the hook up to Adams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Ethan Evans back out there. They're going to punt it away again. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who can pull that off.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Ford running right. And he's brought down after a short gain. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
The Browns are lining up to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch is made, a yard or 2 short of midfield. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Give to Williams from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I'm I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Straight ahead with Williams. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. All into the ground by Jordan Hicks. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, here's Bennett. That's caught for the first. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. So good work to help reset those chains.
1st and goal, here's Williams. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Here's Bennett. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams make it a 9-point advantage. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Cardi now for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams make it a 10-point ball game.
Round 7.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out now comes the Browns offense. That score made it 17-7, but they can cut it back to a 1-score game here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Ford running to the right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that 6th sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Now here's Pickett. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Rams add a man to the secondary. We've got 5 in the nickel, 3rd down. This is Ford on the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Akello Witherspoon on the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They'll punt another one away. Corey Bajorquez returning to the field. Smith back to receive it. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Rams and Stetson Bennett just about ready for their next drive. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Cleveland. The Rams need some big yards in a hurry. They'll throw on 3rd and long. To the sideline it goes. He makes the play. Pass caught. Both feet are down. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Bennett. He gets this one to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
His pass caught by Nakua. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now Bennett. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Now the Rams will use the 1st of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Bennett now to throw. Throw complete to Williams. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the red zone now. Cut near the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Rams will add to their lead at the end of the half. Well, Brock, it wasn't hard to see why they botched on that play fake. Even our camera operator was fooled into thinking it was a run, but certainly made it easier to connect on that touchdown pass.
And that's all about the attention to details, Kate. Really is. The offensive line getting their pads down. The running back and quarterback at that mesh point, making it look exactly like a run. You do the details on the front end, and the play-action game rewards follow on the back end.
Cardi now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
Round 7.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Browns taking the field with barely any time left in this opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for them to put something together here before the break. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. To throw is Pickett. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returnable from the 1. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down. That brings us to halftime with the visiting Rams out in front. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, sit tight. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But for now, this is our halftime report. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He fields it from the 8. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns and wide receiver Jerry Jeudy getting set for their next drive. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him a 1-yard pickup there, but that's not going to help a ton. It's 3rd and 15. Now Pickett. Got a man. It's Njoku. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. No return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Bennett throwing here. Able to find Nakua here. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 33 on 2nd down. It's taken in by Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 46. That one complete to Higbee. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They send a man in motion. They go play action on first. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Going for it, it's Williams. And that hit stops him in his tracks. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
Cleveland's offense all set to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. We'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, But if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and a defense ignited.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. A give up the middle to Ford. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. It goes as no gain on the third down run, and now they face fourth down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
The Browns are lined up to punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Short drop, but he still gets away a very good punt. Escapes a defender. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Rams, ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back to throw, here's Bennett. It's complete to Higbee. And they're gonna bring him down at the 36. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. First down, ball at the 36. This is Williams. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Williams on the carry. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. A handoff to Williams. And he'll make his way down to the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Here's Bennett. That's caught for the first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Williams. Gets in. Touchdown, LA. The Rams making a 16-point ball game. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Carty down for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams take a 3-possession lead.
Browns 14.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running left, here's Ford. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, a back who can show off his wheels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jared Verse on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
2nd and 10 now. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Third and 4 coming up now. Pickett to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. To throw, Pickett. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Pickett will look to throw. That one complete to Njoku. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, things weren't about to end after the 1st hit or the 2nd. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another one for Ford. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Now here's Pickett. Hauled in by Njoku, left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Ford. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Pickett set to pass. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Browns get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Now, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. On is Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. The visitors headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Give to Williams from the gun. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now. Now Bennett escapes the pocket. He's running for it. That's a pickup of 9. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He calls his own number again. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. From the 38. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. It's a gain of 4 there, and it brings up an LA 1st down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 31. Nakua nabs this one along the sideline. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Chased out to his right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
I consider it such a privilege, Kate, to spend 2 years of my life backing up Peyton Manning and watching one of the best do it. Because when he got blitzed, he had answers. This quarterback and this offense, they did not.
On comes Joshua Carty and the Rams field goal unit to try it on 4th down. It's from the right hash, 46 yards. Slide's kick is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Here's Ford on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Browns getting their offense out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pickett. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the carry, it's Ford. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Now Pickett. Makes the connection. Here's Jerome Ford. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Got a man, it's Njoku. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. To throw is Pickett. Finds Woods. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running is Ford. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Throwing now from the gun. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back to throw. He's got it at the 6. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns now within 1 score in the 4th. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The visitors back out on offense as we see Kyron Williams again. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Bennett. Throw reeled in by Higbee. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead with Williams. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. It's a design boot. He gets this one to Nakua. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. Second and 6 coming up here. A run with Williams. And they'll bring him down after a small gain to the 48. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Running it after the penalty. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They're going play action. This is hauled in by Atwell. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Rams leading by 6. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams go up by 12 in the fourth. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
So the Rams keep the offense out there. They're deciding to try for 2. He's throwing for it. Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Man, just great work by the defense there, Brock. The coverage really forced that throw short of the goal line, and then they got downhill to clean that play up.
I love that word right there. You just nailed it, downhill. You throw it short, you allow those defenders with great speed and tenacity to come downhill on you. No chance for the 2 points.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Their offense ready to take the field now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. To throw, Pickett. That'll be complete to Ford. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Throwing now. Connects on the crosser. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Throwing deep for the end zone. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
2nd and 10 now. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. throw. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying, they kept taking shots to the very end, but now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And even fighting that dreaded body clock with a West Coast trip, they played their game, and they're taking this victory back east with them. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Rams are winners, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.